my dad is a people person. So when church would be done, he would invite people home.
Okay.
Even without prior planning. So my mom just sort of had
Your
to fall
mom's
in
a
line.
superstar.
Right? So she'd be like, so and so is coming, so and so is coming. And then there were times when, so we had to give them a lift. So we are not going to fit in the car. So we'd sort of take a taxi, and then so we'd get home and they're visitors. And of course, my mom is like,
Wait. So you, the children,
yes.
and your mom?
No. Mom had her seat.
So you, the children, would take the taxi
yes,
because daddy has
we're younger. Daddy has visitors he's bringing at home.
Wow.
Yeah, it was, now that I look back at it,
it's a bit...
it would have infuriated me now. But then we were little, we were young, so get onto a taxi, would walk down to the park because there were no border borders at the time, get onto a taxi, get home, and when you got home, you were not sitting at the table to have lunch. You were sitting and saying, okay, how do we... Because before we left for church, we'd have to prepare lunch. So we prepared lunch enough for the people who are around. So when we get home, there's maybe 3 or 4 extra people. So my mom would have to think on her feet, what do we do? Okay, let's serve, and then maybe you guys can eat later. So it was, it was interesting growing up. When I think about it now, like, how did we manage? How did we manage?
But how do you feel about it now? Because, you know why I'm asking? I talked to a friend of mine who kind of has a similar background, where there were people always coming in and out of the home, and the parents always hosting so many other people. Same thing, giving up her room, giving up her bed, and she's kind of angry as an adult. It was like one of those intense, and she's like kind of angry about it because she's like, I felt like as a child, I didn't really
get the most of my parents.
Or feel like, I had a place.
So I wouldn't say I'm angry. I think it's just changed my perception about how I do things. So I vowed I will not marry a pastor. Let's start there.
Did you ever tell your mom this?
Of course I can. She's okay talking about it because she's not as active. My dad is retired now. He's home and unwell. So
because it's a life of service, and as a family, you are part of it.
You're all part of it. So we talk about it now. We laugh about it. But I vowed, I was like, I don't think I have the grace that my mom had to do a lot of the things that she did and to have so many people come into her home. I must confess this, I don't even feel like the whole idea of having people come over, I don't know if it traumatized me, but I don't go looking for people to come and visit me. So hosting for me is not the way some people enjoy hosting. For me, I feel like I have to gather energy from the east and the west, thoughts and ideas. So no, like
it has to be planned.
Yes, it has to be planned. I have to mentally prepare, think about what I'm going to prepare, like in terms of food, how I'm going to entertain you, all of that. I feel like that probably came from growing up because with us there was no time to plan. You woke up
always thinking on your feet.
Yes, thinking on your feet. What do we prepare? What do we have in the kitchen? That sort of thing. So I guess that's how it has affected me, and I feel like I'm a lot more private now because of
that.
So many people. Yes, I am a lot more private. I prefer and I'm a home person. I want to be home in my space, enjoying my immediate family.